This program is brought to you by Montefrio Garden Resort, your Highland escape.
Ventosa Law Office of Attorney Jose Vicente C. Ventosa III. For appointments, please call 0922 Ventosa or 0922-83-68672. Callers Flower Shop, Rigodon West for wellness, events, sports, and trainings.
Mabuhay o madayaw.
Welcome to episode 19. 19,
yes.
yeah. It's June 28, 2026. Kumusta kayo dyan?
Yes, I hope you're doing well sa inyong weekend. And of course, it is, hapit na tungasunon ta, aning tuig 2026 attorney, no?
Yeah, kalahati na talaga. Halfway mark. Parang ang bilis, no? Ng 2026. Parang kailan lang. Paspas kayo. Oo.
Yeah, parang kailan lang. And of course, happy fiesta sa atong patron saint, San Pedro.
Yes, oo. So, lingaw gid siguro kayo na. Until tomorrow man siguro ang ilang, ang ilang piyesta.
Murag, oo. Pero
mag-start
syempre,
naman ka.
humanaman ko ng misa earlier sa Domingo, but anyway. So, we are here once again for another edition of our ABCD. This is still your main host, CD Carlo Dolier.
And AB, Attorney Blue Ventosa.
This episode is streamed over the Kadangpan Digital Facebook page and YouTube channel. And attorney,
Davao Lawyer Facebook page and Davao Lawyer YouTube channel.
for those who are watching the replay, hello sa inyong lahat. And don't forget na mag-comment mo sa inyong itimbaya, inyong mga karelyebo, kapitbahay, kung kinsa man mag-birthday. Pero ayaw mangimbitan mo kay mga say naman po. But we'll try our best to read your comments as much as
Yes.
possible. So, kumusta naman attorney over the weekend? I think you've been very busy sa imong travel in the past week.
Oo, actually, halos matapos ko na yung mediation na module. Tapos naman yung training, pero kailangan kasi namin ng practicum, yung parang actual na kaso na i-mediate. So there has to be at least 10 cases. So naka-7 na ako kasi last week na naka-6 or 5 ba yun. So 3 na lang yung kulang para na talaga full-fledged institutional mediator for cooperatives.
Ooh, muraga needed ra ba yan in case ka na i-dispute, no?
Oo,
Oo. Sa
Kasi
mga cooperatives.
sa mga cooperatives kanang kinahanglan magyud nga diha sa nila ayuson sa ilang level before mag graduate or mag-escalate to the federation or before going to the administrative cases or going to court. Normally marag sa barangay mediation pud ba kay ang kauban lang baya sila tanan sa co-op, di ba, CD?
So murag ingon ana gyud ang setup, no?
Yes,
But of
yes.
course, before we get on with the starters, attorney, no, I believe that siguro you may have heard katong sa mga recent turn of events na naay
Oo.
pipila ka mga panghitabo, especially pageantry, which I will not gonna mention it here, but because as far as what I have read is syempre medyo breach of contract because wala na sunod, wala mahaom based on wala daw allegedly na naka-comply with the ginapirma na kontrata. And
Okay.
unfortunately, wala ni adto ang reigning na candidate to pass on the
Okay.
crown to her successor.
Ah,
But
yes.
attorney, I don't know if this had occurred because legal matters rata. What is
Mhm.
really the basis of siguro mga breach of contract for at least siguro 1 year ang kontrata na ginapirma with the organization or whatever go. So, what's the implication naman good if
Oo,
ever nga wala makakomply
wala
of
maka-comply.
a reigning beauty queen nga breach of contract or violations any provision sa contract, attorney?
So generally sa ating kontrata, meron tayong of course yung you have to pay, you have to deliver something, or in this case yung mga you have to do, no? Meron kang dapat na gampanan or minsan not to do. So ito yung mga positive na dapat gawain. Halimbawa, mag-perform sa concert, magpunta diyan sa turnover ng pageant. So those are those are part of your contractual obligations. Pero of course, hindi naman natin talaga mapilit. Halimbawa, namatay yung tao or nagkasakit or hindi nakasakay sa plane, something like that. So hindi nila kasalanan 'yon. Pero kung kusang loob nila hindi ginawa, they could be liable for damages, no? Pero hindi na natin mapilit yung tao kasi something man yan dapat nagawain nila unless na mag-replay yung event. So normally hindi naman pwede. Unlike siguro kung ikaw yung main attraction ng concert or ng show, pwede mo pang ulitin. Pero ito mga ganito na parang mag-turnover ka, nandoon na yung lahat, ikaw yung wala. So it depends now on ano nakalagay doon sa kontrata, but normally hindi na natin mapilit kasi tapos na, and there could be some liquidated damages. Halimbawa, kung hindi ka makapunta, magbayad ka ng 50,000. Kung hindi ka makasunod, bayad ka ng 20,000. So that's the normal thing that stipulated in the contract. But of course, there could also be some valid reasons. Hindi lang natin alam, depende kung magkakasuhan sila. So, bigyan pa rin ng due process yung naka-allege na nag-violate ng contract, CD.
And what if intentionally nga wala mahaom, na wala masunod sa gisabutan na kontrata in the event nga syempre although allegedly gina-comply but of course intentionally nga not interested. So unsay take?
Ganito, ang presumption talaga natin is good faith, no? So baka nakalimutan, nakasakit. So if we allege bad faith, kung tinuyuan yun, no? Or kanang sinadya talaga na mapalpak yung event, ganun. So yung nagreklamo, siya dapat ang mag-prove na may bad faith. Halimbawa, hindi kumuha ng ticket, or sinadya na mapunta sa malayo, or nandyan na, pero hindi pa pumasok doon sa stage. So, kailangan din yan mga witnesses, kailangan din, siguro yung mga prior niya na mga ginawa, or, di ba, yung mag-post, ay, dili ako gusto mo attend, diya. Ay, bahala sila, dead ma ako dyan. So, parang ganun. So, pwede rin yan siya na parang immediately before or a few days before the event, mapaconnect natin yan siya. Pero hindi agad sabihin na, kesyo hindi napunta, kesyo ganon, liable na agad sila sa damages. So we still have to do the usual evidence gathering and present it before the court or any other body before it can claim for damages.
Pero depende ra ba na sa sitwasyon, attorney? It's either ang organization ang naka-violate or ang candidate mismo or reigning beauty queen. Yeah.
Yes.
So yan ang legal point, pero dili ni si Attorney Regal Oliva inyong gitanaw. Okay. Sige. Yes. So modesty aside, no, so we'll have to go back with our main purpose because for this episode we will be featuring syempre some of the events that I have attended, and which is we are going to the pangyayari segment. And I believe na for this juncture kay nakahigayon kong tracing back history cause nakaadto rata at a very early mga last Saturday pa to, I believe. Last Saturday nga nakaadto ko sa ingon natong Chinatown walking tour because
Ayan, oo.
medyo interesting raman pod when it comes to where does it came from katong history of Davao's Chinatown, specifically sa Santa Ana
Ayan,
and
oo.
Oyangguren. So the
Oyangguren,
entirety of
Oyangguren.
Oyangguren ang hatag sa tuang history. So I will show you today with the video. It's really lengthy for a siguro 2 or 3 hour
Okay.
experience for a
Mm-mm.
8-ish minutes video. So
Okay.
ako nang ipakita kaninyo karong higayuna.
Alright.
We're waiting for everybody to come.
Yun. So, almost 30 of us nga naka-adto ano nga
Okay.
maong walking tour. And of course, Ma'am Gracie Plata has led to this pag-present because she is a tour guide, to be specific, and
Okay.
sharing to us the history about the Chinatown, the humble beginnings of why the Chinese descendants went to Davao. So, syempre, most of us knew that ang pinaka-center ng commerce is Abaca, to be
Yes.
specific. Once upon a time man good, at that time, wala pa ning modern ani, because Abaca is the primary product for trade diri sa tuang syudad.
Yes, oo. I remember meron daw abaca plantation yung mga lolo ko noon.
Wow.
Oo.
Ayan, nag-start ang amuang paglibod suroy
Asa na nag-start the pit?
from inside the Ramon Magsaysay Park.
Okay.
Export sa Davao is Abaca. Nang-open ang Santa Ana Wharf in 1907, kato na yung guwapo. So, kanang 1903, dili pa nakatong karon nga Santa Ana Wharf na makita ninyo.
Yan na, CD. Sino-sino yung mga ibang kasama dyan, CD?
Some of them are content
This is
creators.
the Unity Arc. So, ang atong four corners of the Chinatown have four arches.
The entire Uyangguren among
Pa sa mga early
okay.
1900s nga gibuhat diri is kani Farmasya Suyo.
Buhay na din na.
So ngayon siya, si Alay Drug, o kani, maugin ni siya ang original. Si Zion Drug Company. O ni siya. Isa sa mga pioneering sa mga textile stores diri nato is NCCC. Si NCCC na lang sa mga telahan na old-timer sa Davao is ang Kian B3. So, sa una daw, according to our researchers and historians, so ako, kung Chinese ko, kitay akong Fujian, muadto ko sa laing lugar.
Ma'am Gracie
Ang
has
dala na ako,
explained to
either
us
of the
at
street,
almost
lalaki kasagaran man ang mga
about
migrants una.
itong sa mga Chinese descendants
So, kailangan
na
ng
nag-adopt diri sa tuang syudad.
Okay. According na sa atong City Planning Development Office, na around 60 ka mga bangko, ang uban kay kitay, for example, BDO, na siya ka ba 8 siguro ka ba ko branch dire.
Saan yung banda CD sa May Monteverde? Or yung green?
Uyangguren gyapon na
Yung
siya.
green. Yung green gate.
So you can see mga
So,
businesses.
mango shake. Remember, sila ang pinakauna nga waffle o mango shake. O niya, Katong foil pagani ang tabon sa bangko siya kana ano. Gagmay ka ano. Yes, primitive kayo. But because of that working together by different groups of people, kay dili naman Chinese food ang nag-trade diri, including the Indians and the Dutch. In the past, even until now, kung na kay mga kailangan nga kanang indigenous products and accessories like ratan chairs, kaning karang. So, the artistic,
Ayan. Ano yung ball trading ba yan?
wala ka lang decoration.
Wala.
Tagal na rin yan.
Line-line na ba yung mga ano, product, mga basket.
Oo.
Nasa una, kaya maglungag na. Ana tayo. Nanana ko ni kanya sa'yo. Kaya ako
Wala kayong free taste dyan? Walang free snacks dyan during that walk? Or saan kayo kumain, CD?
Nag-stop over man mi sa coffee shop.
Okay.
Pero 10 minutes ra ba? Just so
Isa sa
makapaula
mga
yung
establishments na nasa
while
Chinatown
in the
is
middle of the tour.
Baker's Nut House. Unfortunately, nag-close din siya during the pandemic po. Kaya isa rin siya sa
Ano
mga
close na ni,
kasi
no?
mga shops
Abot na
not
kuan na.
survive. Na mga balay, na bangko, na department store. So, mogi na siya. Everything you need, kung nakapuyok ka diri, everything you need is right here, including the school. So, it originated in Cebu. Si H.P. Herodotus P. Acevedo of Bicol. Nakaabot po sila diri sa Davao. Diba? Daghan mga tindahan, magigan diri, magigan sa Cebu, nga na including Sulo. At first, na shop ni Sulo sa Cebu. Number one example is a Joji Ilagan Career Center. So, paano na siya kayo? JIB International Management Schools.
It's still part of Uyanggo rin.
Oo, haba itong yung rin, no?
As kayo.
Mas hindi mo lingkod lang mo, Kira.
There, nag-stop over sa me because we wanted to relax.
Time and enjoy your coffee.
Okay. Coffee shop.
Saan yung banda? Diyan na itong snacks. Stop over.
These days, we have already mga high-rises but in other areas. So there is sa Chinatown, murag one of the tallest gihapon siya until present. Sa una, wala pa Jollibee. So in the 80s and 90s nga early. So kung ma-honor mi sa una or nami award sa school, dili mi librehon sa among parents. Sa Chickies and Patties, the best nila ang ilang chicken, pogi na ilaha, chicken, nga kanamon. So, prior to Jollibee, this is the place to be. So, by 1846, Ning migrate na po from the Holo area si Limuna diri sa Davao. Nagtukod siya merchandising store diha sa may Biapi Boulevard. Ang pamilya ni Limuna, who became Don Francisco Villa Abril, donated this ark. Ang iyang pamilya. Kanisha, Mone karon si Vivaldi. Kana si Vivaldi. Wala siya. Pwede rin mo pick ko. Gusto mo mag-picture ka na.
May picture siya kung ano yung dati. Dyan, CD.
Yes, so this is the old and this is the now. And this is the last stopover that we had. Davao Shanghai restaurant. Yang nakakaon anang bola-bola.
Okay.
Ang uban
Oo,
nagkaunog asado.
Siupaw, oo. So, anong oras kayo nag-start? Tapos, anong oras kayo dito dumating dyan sa restaurant na yan?
Technically, mga alas 7 pasado or 8 o'clock sa buntag ni nag-start.
Okay.
Then, almost 11 o'clock nag-end.
Okay. So almost 3 hours po di ay. No?
Ayan. It is one of the
Nice.
unforgettable experience. And of
Oo.
course, dili siya if even though dili ka fan of history, at least
Mm-mm.
you know katong mga roots nagikan.
Yes, oo. Siguro maganda i-promote niya, no? Lalo na sa hindi na taga Davao, na para makita lang nila ang history ng Davao na kung ano noon, then start ka doon sa Magsaysay Wharf, no? Doon sa Santa Ana Wharf, Magsaysay Park, then going to that. Ano gani ang location ng apat na arches natin dito sa Uyanggo rin, doon sa may Magsaysay Park, pati dito sa may Canto Claveria. Tapos
So may
doon sa may
Acacia, Kanto
Acacia,
Acacia,
no? And
Yes.
then dito sa Picas Tumoy sa Santa Ana. Dito man, no? Ang ano, ang
Oo.
ikaw
And I think naman po diya sa at least sa isa ka arc sa Davao Chonghua. Kung wa ka
yes,
masayo.
diyan sa lapit sa Gmall. Meron diyan arc. Oo, so yan
Yes,
apat na arc.
oo.
Okay.
And of
That's
course,
nice.
kay syempre, attorney, you wouldn't know kay syempre basin makaubanta ka na pod sa lain na pod na walking tour, but of course let's be honest na syempre mangita kag time nga syempre magsayok ka or namanggoy announcement na pwede magano fill in through online.
Okay. Oo.
Syempre
So
kay
maganda. Oo.
daghan man po din na may limit sa tao nga pwede nila ma-accommodate in every tour. Pero syempre kay hapit naman ang kadayawan, maybe na mapuy sunod. This time katong sa mga I don't know kung ang plano nila for the ingon natong 11 ethno-linguistic tribes or the indigenous peoples of Davao City ilahang i-showcase the next time nga naa sila murag walking tour para sa
Okay.
for Davaoenos and non-Davaoenos alike. And even though dili fund sa history.
Ayun. So maganda rin mo-explain, no, si Ma'am Grace, no. Oo.
Yeah. Not just
Really
only
like
Ma'am Gracie, naman po yung mga laing tour guides na pwedeng i-share nila ang brief history sa bisan unsa in relation to Davao City.
Oo, kasi yung nakapunta ako sa mga ibang lugar, yung mga simple lang na lugar, let's say doon sa Vietnam, so mapakita nila paano gawain yung silkworm, paano gawain yung tela. So parang maganda rin ang pagka story nila, tapos may mga pictures. So then afterwards may benta na rin sila ng mga tela. So at least ma-appreciate mo paano paggawa. Pero maganda yung storyline nila pag-deliver nila. So I hope na mas maraming din magkaganito kasi hindi naman kasi kailangan masyado ng maraming props or maraming sasakyan kasi walking tour nga siya. Then siguro lang, we'll just check the weather lang kung hindi siya uulan or hindi ba masyado mainit. Yung time na nag-walk kayo, CD, kumusta ang weather nun?
Fair weather to be exact sa
Okay.
pag-tour namo. Well, katong the time namo, it was supposed to be last June 13 sa hapon, but unfortunately tungod kay nag-ulan, murag gina-reschedule nila sa amo and luckily nakaabot ra ko ato kay syempre naman tayo usa ka event atong giatuan right before nga nakabalik tag Davao for some reason na nakabuhi na kog pulong, nakakommit na ko for that period. But anyway, before we go on some other topics, we will have a short break muna for another stretch of our program. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Montefrio Garden Resort, your Highland escape.
Ventosa Law Office of Attorney Jose Vicente C. Ventosa III. For appointments, please call 0922 Ventosa or 0922-83-68672. Colors Flower Shop, Rigodon West for wellness, events, sports, and trainings.
Watch Attorney Blue Ventosa, every Friday night in the program ABC Anuncio Batas at Cooperatiba, 7 p.m. every Friday night at Double Lawyer Facebook page and Double Lawyer YouTube channel.
Mabuhay Madayaw! I am Attorney Christine Joy Bermudo, your Sinag ng Davao 2026, and you are watching Kadangkan Live with Carlo Valer.
Mabuhay Madayaw! Ako si Robin Grace Udali, ang inyong patnubay ng Davao 2026. You're watching Kadangban Live with Carlo Dolier.
Alright,
back.
and we're back. So if you just join us, mga kaigsunan, ana kita sa ikaduhang stretch sa atong program ABCD. You're still with us, CD, Carlo Dolier.
And AB, Attorney Blue Ventosa.
Lakbit na ta sa lain, no? And although wala ko kaadto-adto that time, kay nakaadto man kog layo that time, pero syempre, wa ta mabiyaan ng atong pagtutok because bag-o na sad ang Reyna ng Davao 2026, hailing from Barangay Mandug, Davao City, is
Ayun.
none other than Kylie Noel Pasaje. And of
Alright,
course,
yes.
atong hatagan no gigayon kung unsa ang winning answer sa reigning Reyna ng Davao for this year. So ato nang nantawon, it is courtesy of the live stream sa Reyna ng Davao diya sa may RMC Gym sa Davao City.
This year's theme is visible in every voice, a call to shift from simply being seen to truly being heard. In light of recent devastating earthquake that tested strength of our city and Mindanao, how can you use your unique voice to amplify the stories of resilience among affected Mindanaoans and ensure that no one is left behind? I'll repeat one more time. This year's theme is visible in every voice, a call to shift from simply being seen to truly being heard. In light of recent devastating earthquake that tested the strength of our city and Mindanao, how can you use your unique voice to amplify the stories of resilience among affected Mindanaoans and ensure that no one is left behind?
Thank you. As a businesswoman who owns a water refilling station, a week ago, we donated 2,000 bottles to the people who were affected in Sarangani, the calamities that we never expected. As a Dabarena, I want to use my voice and a platform to advocate for a human development and for everyone to ensure that everyone is heard and our life is valued, because true progress shines brighter when it's visible in our voices. Thank you.
Ayun, mauto ang winning answer.
Thank you. Reyna 20.
Kylie Noel Pasaje, ang Reyna ng
Yes.
Davao 2026,
Gwapa po
hailing
siya,
from
oh.
Barangay Mandug.
Ayun, Barangay Mandugo. So, magkano ba premyo nila, CD? Meron din ba silang monetary,
Na
premyo?
sila'y premyo gyud, but of course, it's quite unfortunate na wala na ko ma-monitor ang kinatibuk-an, no, because nanamanta sa laing event, because I had made the promise to myself na mag-monitor ako in action. But of course, dako ra baya ang premyo anang reigning Reyna ng Davao for this year. So, aside from Kylie Noel Pasaje, the reigning Reyna ng Davao, naasay Reyna ng Kapayapaan 2026 na si Anisa, and Reyna ng Pagkakaisa 2026, hailing from Barangay Buhangin Proper, El Manuel.
Okay.
So,
that's
congratulations sa mga nidaog, no? And
Ayun.
technically, it is quite meaningful sa inyo hangarin. And mga yan lang ko daan og dispensa kang Sir Will, kay although wala ko nakaadto, but nakapananghid naman ko daan sa mga reigning mutya ng Davao runners-up na di ko katanaw kay na naman tay commitment sa lain, but sige lang kay basin di ay at nang makatch up sa uban, no. Well, we cannot deny na it's beyond our control kung naay mga events na magdungan, but let's be honest, it is not worth regretful for kung makaadto taga na mas better nga coverage, no. Well,
Okay
let's
lang,
be
ano
honest.
din naman yan. Part of our job naman. Oh, so, maintindihan din nila yan, CD.
Yeah, nature of work we cannot deny. So here we go sa atong other purpose sa atong laing interview. Well, speaking of that, kay that time nato kog CDO, but this is the moment that I wanted to share ang mga official candidates of the Miss CDO 2026. And of course, out of the 80 barangays in Cagayan de Oro,
Wow, dami rin pala, no?
12 candidates, 12 official candidates from 12 different barangays ang magtigi sa mamahimong successor sa reigning Miss CDO 2025. So, ato nang lantawan ang first set of candidates na atong nakahinabi
Okay.
for this period. So, check this out. Mabuhay everyone, and we are here at Cagayan de Oro for the just recently concluded Miss Cagayan de Oro 2026 Public and Press presentation. And of course, we are joined by one of the 12 official candidates that I am going to introduce. Please kindly state your name, your age, and which barangay do you represent.
Right. So hello everyone, good evening. My name is Natasha Dane A. Mapia, 22 years old, and I am representing Barangay 40.
Yes, and why have you decided that you will join Miss CDO 2026?
Oh, I see. Well, right now I see it's a matter of opportunity, and opportunity knocked at my door, and I embraceably get it.
If given the chance that you'll be crowned for the successor of Gwyneth Jemima Chan, what's your advocacy you'd like to share for our fellow Cagayanons?
If that were to happen, I would like to raise mental health awareness for everyone, so that in our state of mind, we can create good decisions in our lives.
Yes. So, what important for our Cagayanons and non-Cagayanons to take good care of our mental health, especially to our youth, Cagayanon youth, that they are struggling with different scenarios, some nuances that we cannot control.
So, yes, it is very important for us to take good care of our health, especially mental health awareness, because our mind controls our actions, our decisions, and even the things that we speak. So it is very important to have a regulated nervous system also, and to have a clear state of mind.
Yes. So right now, first pa lang ni nga pakigahimamat with the fellow sister candidates, but how's the feeling that you have a bonding sa press presentation pa lamang?
Yes, okay, so it's actually our first public presentation with the candidate, and I would say like it's a start for us, but we are going strong. We are getting to know each other, our hobbies, our likes and don'ts, and then I would say that it's going well.
Yeah. And how is the feeling that you were being interviewed by a non-Cagayanon media?
Well, it's very exciting knowing that you came all the way here from Davao to witness the press presentation of Miss Cagayan de Oro. So it's very exciting, at the same time fulfilling, because you were able to see the 12 candidates for Miss Cagayan de Oro City, and I'm so thankful.
Mabuhay og madayaw, and we are here at Cagayan de Oro City for another interview together with one of the 12 official candidates of Miss Cagayan de Oro 2026 and the former Miss Philippines Tourism. So, can you kindly state your name, age, and where do you represent?
Hello everybody, I am Crizal Jane Vitorilio Torres, 22, proudly representing my hometown where I was raised and born, Barangay Tablon.
why you had decided that you're joining Miss CDO 2026.
Yeah, I'm actually the former Miss Philippines Earth Ecotourism, and I have joined Miss Cagayan de Oro because this is actually where I was born. I was able to represent Talakag Bukidnon during Miss Philippines Earth because during Miss Talakag, it was an open pageant. And I have been able to showcase the agriculture, the beauty of Bukidnon. And I want also to join where I was born, where I came from, my hometown. That's why, actually, if you're a pageantera, it's always been your dream to be in the Miss CDO stage. And now I'm fulfilling that dream.
If given the chance that you will be crowned as the successor of Gwyneth Jemima Chan, what is your advocacy you'd like to share to our fellow Cagayannons?
Yeah, she's actually my friend. And before I answer your question, I just want to say to people that may we use social media rightly because the recent incident happened is there's someone harassing Miss Gwyneth. So this would be a message for everyone that we should fact check everything and may this be a reminder that we should use social media well. And if I will be a successor of Miss Gwyneth, actually we are friends. It would be my great pleasure. And joining pageants since high school I am always been advocating for environment, for sustainability. That's why I am right here in Miss CDO stage aiming for that because we all know that one of the biggest issues of CDOs are garbages, water disruption, dirty water. So I hope to put something into the table with the LGUs working hand in hand collaboratively so that we could aim for a greater heights for Cagayan de Oro.
Yeah. So, first pa lamang a public appearance together with your fellow sister candidates. How is the feeling? And of course, how is it for this period while you were bonding together with your other fellow sister candidates?
We've just been actually together for less than a month since the last screening was May 31, I think, 30 and 31. So we're not in an era where we're having much time together. But actually, even those ample time only being together, we've already built the friendship and sisterhood. And this is the essence of having this pageant, Miss Cagayan de Oro, because we are aiming for the golden friendship. And that golden friendship is very evident to us 12 delegates.
All right. The last question I'd like to ask. How is the feeling you've been interviewed by a media who is not from Cagayan de Oro?
It was actually amazing because you said earlier that you came from all the way from the above. So first of all, welcome to our city, the city of golden friendship. Thank you so much for having your time being here and for witnessing the Miss Cagayan de Oro stage. So I hope you will be having much of your time, good time here, and you enjoy the friendship, the hospitality of the people. And thank you so much for really coming here and sharing your insights with us.
And we are joined by one of the candidates for Miss CDO 2026. And of course, state your name, age, and which barangay do you represent?
Hello, mabuhay. I am Zuzmita Sheen Imataitom, 22, representing Barangay Kugman.
Nice. So, why you have decided that you will join Miss CDO 2026?
I've decided to join Miss Cagayan de Oro 2026 because it has always been my childhood dream. And of course, I really want to inspire another woman about my stories and uplift them.
Yeah. So if given the chance that you will become the Miss CDO 2026, what is your advocacy you'd like to share for our fellow Cagayannons?
I have always known myself to be an advocate of quality education, and I firmly believe that if we're able to equip our youth today, then we will be able to have a very lethal weapon for the future to secure it.
Yes. So right now, how is life that you've been bonded for the first time with your fellow sister candidates for the press presentation that has just recently concluded?
I really feel the true spirit, the so-called the city of golden friendship, because of my co-candidates as well as the people here in Cagayan de Oro.
Of course, if you would describe in one word, aside from being the city of golden friendship, what transpires Cagayan de Oro that is similar to your personality?
It would be resilient, as well as I am a very independent woman. And then we all know that Cagayan de Oro City is a growing city. And that kind of achievement is a resilient way po.
And of course, how's the feeling that you've been interviewed by a media who is not from CDO?
It feels so love as well as the appreciation coming from you, sir, that from Davao. It really felt me the way that you are here in Cagayan de Oro City, as well as the friendship or the love you shown for us, sir.
Would you kindly invite our fellow Cagayanons to watch for the up-and-coming scheduled activities that you will be participating soonest?
Okay, well, our nearest public presentation would be August 1, and that is our preliminary, and that will be the swimsuit. So I'm inviting you all, guys, to watch the Miss Cagayan de Oro City 61st pageant during this August 1 event.
We do have a lot of activities that is upcoming, which is a sponsors visit as well as any tour here in Cagayan de Oro City. But one of the most you should visit is August 1, the preliminary, and of course the coronation night on August 22. I hope you will come and see this 12 beautiful ladies.
So I'm inviting you all, not just the Cagayanons, as well as the City of Golden Friendship, to watch us in our preliminaries and as well as our coronation night. See you there, mga higala.
Ayun, there you go. That's the first batch, I believe. Attorney, ang atuang...
Very exciting, no? Amazed gid sila nga you came all the way from Davao City, no? So, ikaw na siguro ang medyo layo nga media nag-interview sila, CD.
Most likely, pero abangan kay basin naanapod sa Iligan, pero by August
Yes.
ra ba aning Miss Iligan 2026. But before we go on a short break, I would like to read muna with context sa ginaingon sa second candidate na akong gi-interview. I would like to read this official statement from the Miss CDO organization. Of course, the Miss CDO organization strongly condemns the malicious spread of false, misleading, and defamatory information targeting or reigning Miss CDO 2025 Gwyneth Jemima Chan. We are deeply concerned by the circulation of content intended to harass, discredit, and cause harm to her reputation. Such actions not only affect Gwyneth personally, but also undermine the values of respect, integrity, and responsible use of social media that our organization upholds. We urge our Higala community, since kay ang ang Cagayan de Oro is being tagged as the City of Golden Friendship, sa supporters and followers to refrain from engaging with or sharing unverified information. Instead, we respectfully ask for your assistance in reporting the post and any similar content so that it may be reviewed and removed from the platform, preventing further spread of misinformation. Let us stand together against online harassment, cyberbullying, and dissemination of false information. We appreciate the continued support, kindness, and understanding extended to Gwyneth during this time. Thank you for helping us foster a safer and more respectful online community. So, while in the middle ra ba sa Binibining Pilipinas, which she is the official candidate, nay tao nga syempre gusto na magsamok-samok sa iya for whatever reason it is, but we will discuss this in another episode kung mangutan
Yes,
ako regarding sa syempre violation sa RA 10175 to be specific. But we will go on for a short break. Kay balik rata, kay we'll go on with our final stretch after these few reminders. Please stay with us.
This program is brought to you by Montefrio Garden Resort, your Highland escape.
Ventosa Law Office of Attorney Jose Vicente C. Ventosa III. For appointments, please call 0922 Ventosa or 0922-83-68672. Colors Flower Shop, Rigodon West for wellness, events, sports, and trainings.
Watch Attorney Blue Ventosa every Saturday night in the program, The Attorney Blue Show, 7 p.m. every Saturday night at Davao Lawyer Facebook page and Davao Lawyer YouTube channel.
Hi everybody. My name is Alexa Rhoda and I am your Miss Earth Australia 2025. And we are here with Kadang Pang Live with Carlo Dolier.
Alright, we're
then
back.
we're back.
So anong papakita natin sa kanila, CD?
Yes, before we go on with our second batch of the interview, may I have this momentum nga makatimbaya no kay yesterday kay birthday naman nila June 27, but today is June 28. I would like to greet muna belated happy birthday to some that I would like to greet is from a fellow content creator but online media ra ba. Happy birthday to Ri Amante of One Davao. Free shout out ra ba diay ni. Happy birthday, and also jewelry shop or the Anna Loves Jewelry and Accessory Shop owner Ana Lisa de la Cruz Alisbo. Happy birthday belated. And to those who are celebrating their birthdays today and tomorrow, happy birthday in advance. May you all have a blast, and I hope another year has been added to your age, to your calendar. Unta, ang inyong mga pangandoy makabot. Ayan. So, we will go on sa ikaduhang hugna sa ato ang na-interview nato. And of course, this is the second batch that I would like to show. Still, from Miss CDO 2026. Check
Right,
this
let's
out.
watch this.
Mabuhay og madayaw, and I know that this is not your typical interview, but we are joined by one of the 12 official candidates for Miss CDO 2026. Please kindly state your name, age, and which barangay do you represent?
Hello everyone, I am Riza Maysfield Arandilla. I am currently 20 years old and I am from Barangay 31.
Wow, so why you decide that you had joined Miss CDO 2026?
Actually, it is a big dream of mine ever since. Last year, I tried to join, but due to conflicts of my schedule, I wasn't able to. And right now, I'm trying to strive back into this pageant.
Yeah, if given the chance that you will be crowned as Miss CDO 2026, what is your advocacy you'd like to share to our fellow Cagayanos?
My advocacy would be youth development, especially for anak OFWs, because oftentimes OFW families are tend to be left behind here in the Philippines, and they are often misunderstood that they are stable financially. However, I observe that it is wrong and it is quite really devastating for the youth to not be guided. That is why I advocate for this cause, so that each and inter-barangay level would have a help desk, especially to guide the youth, the anak OFW youths that are family left behind here.
Yeah. So right now, first pa lamang na activity ninyo with your fellow sister candidates. How's the bonding that you have been created together while you're doing with the presentation to the public?
Actually, some of them are actually my batchmates from my before pageants. However, I am really friendly with my sisters because I am an only child myself, and I see them as not only my pageant sisters but my only sisters as well.
All right, and how is the feeling that you have been interviewed by a media who is not from CDO?
I am so thrilled because this is my first time and I am so glad.
Together with one of the official candidates for Miss CDO 2026. You kindly state your name, your age, and which barangay do you represent?
Hello, good evening. I am Princess Joyce Bacolod Tagnuay, 20, from Barangay Patag.
And why you decide to join Miss CDO 2026?
Well, I am actually part of the indigenous people here in the Philippines, and that is why I joined Miss Cagayan de Oro to represent my community and also to remind the Cagayanos of our culture and our heritage.
It given na ikaw makoronahan as the successor of Gwyneth Jemima Chan, unsa ug paluyan unsay imuhang advocacy that you will give to our fellow Cagayanons?
Well, as I've stated, I am part of the indigenous people here in the Philippines, and my advocacy is cultural preservation.
And how come that, of course, the importance of our culture from our ancestors that will be shared to our future generations pod sa atong mga Cagayanon youth? What's the importance yun?
Well, it is very important since that is our roots, that is our identity, and also part of us as a human being and as a Cagayanon. And it will also become one of the unique things that we can represent and promote here in Cagayan.
Of course, mga tanan ko as per what the knowledge, usa kang part sa tribe na for the Cagayan de Oro, and kay kadaghan naman gud ng mga tribes sa CDO, which IP do you represent yun?
Well, actually, my tribe is Talaandig, but I am also, I think, half or 20% Manubo. But I also know that here in Cagayan, we only have Higaonons. But I believe that it doesn't matter what tribe you are as long as you are representing the indigenous community.
Alright. So right now, kumusta naman? Kay una pa lamang public appearance, and also kumusta ang bonding ninyo together with your sister candidates of Miss CDO for this batch?
As in, so far, we are still getting to know each other. Gyud na pa ibang adjustment. But I made a lot of friends na. And yeah, lingaw kapoy, but lingaw siya, and for first time public appearance, pressure. But I am also so grateful to be here and to be part of the official candidates.
Alright, last na lang na akong pangutana. How's the feeling that you have been interviewed by someone who is not from Cagayan de Oro?
Oh, I wasn't aware that you're not from Cagayan de Oro, but I feel pressure kaganina when you called me because it's my first time to be interviewed. So thank you so much. I feel thankful nga in pag-interview right now. And welcome to Cagayan de Oro.
For the end time, kapilan ako kabalik-balik kung Cagayan de Oro, di na ako mai-happy ha. This is another interview together with one of the official candidates for Miss CDO 2026. State your name, your age, and which barangay do you represent?
I am Mary Hyacinth Zamora. I am 19 years old, and I am from Barangay Nazareth.
Yes.
Yes.
So why you had decided that you will join Miss CDO 2026?
I decided to join Miss CDO 2026 because I want to inspire younger youths into young entrepreneurship because I am a Batang Kugon. As what I said earlier, I grew up in Kugon Market selling some detergent soap, and it inspires me to share it to other young ones. So why not share it to them, diba? Kay, I know a lot of young youths are more capable when it comes to opportunities, like especially when it comes to entrepreneurships.
Okay.
Thank you.
Para lang masabtan po no, para di ka maglisod. Usa kay kamahinungdanon kay importante pod sa imong part nga atong mga kabatanunan nga sa bata pa lang kugihan na dayon sila o gusto nila makabot sa ilang pangandoy para makabot sila sa makahigwaos sila from hardship and poverty.
When it comes to that, pag-abot yun anang sa poverty and sa pagkakugihan, ako nidako ko sa pamilya na more onto business. And dito gyud ko nakatuon kung unsaon work hard dito ko na resilient yun ko na persevere like bahalag walay halin basta kay magpadayon gyapon bahalag ginagmay lang basta kay kanunay mao gid ang ako maong ang ako is salig lang gyud because everything happens for a reason and every time na atay buhaton basta kay nag-enjoy ta malipayon ta kanunay o ganahan ta sa atong gibuhat mao na siya. And when it comes to poverty po, being a responsible youth and being an educated youth, I believe would help us to get through to poverty. Yeah.
To get through, okay.
Yes.
So karon karon pa lamang daan kay syempre na mo'y bonding together with your fellow sister candidates. Kasi feeling nato nga nagbuhat og bond while syempre nagabuhat sa unang public appearance ninyo karon.
Actually ako first time din ako nga murag nagpakita gyud diri sa Cagayan o like na sa big stage no and malipayon kay ko nga nagka-share ko og mga different experiences sa mga kay kani nga mga kandidata dili pud sila basta-basta and malipayon kay ko kay ako silang nakasalamuha ako silang nailhan and through our journey pod naga-enjoy ra pod ni basta kay among intention dire is para maka-inspire og mga future generations po.
Alright. Walay na akong pangutana unsay feeling nato that you were being interviewed by a media who is not from Cagayan de Oro.
Oh really? Oh my god, I am actually so karon wala ko kabalo sa akong ma-feel kay wala po ko na ready kay gikan ko nagawas and but I am so grateful po na wala alam mo na karon nga nakabalo ko nga you're not from Cagayan de Oro. I am so grateful nga akong napadayag kung unsang ako ang rason sa pag-join ani na pageant ug malipayon pud ko nga makabalo nga inani di ay ang Miss Cagayan inani siya kadako nga pwede gid mato siya gamiton sa lain-lain nga butang labo na sa pagstorya para sa mga laing tao inana bitaw kay actually kaning ako do nakoy TikTok account dito ga live ko and do maka-interact ko og lain-laing tao gikan sa laing nga country pero lahi ra gyud ni karon nga bisan lahi ni nga place murag kulba siya pero sige lang.
So you kindly invite to our fellow Cagayanons to watch the Miss CDO 2026 further schedule of activities.
Hello everyone, please watch our schedules for the next upcoming events. We have our preliminaries and some of our events. Just follow our page and promote us. Thank you.
All right.
Hello everyone, hello Filipinos. Please support and watch Miss Cagayan de Oro 2026.
Hi mga Cagayanons, ako si Mary Hyacinth Zamora from Barangay Nazareth and ako naga-imbitar sa inyo na i-witness nato sabay-sabay ang ang preliminaries o coronation night na mahitabo sa August 22. Thank you so much.
Alright. So, yun, no?
Ilan na ba yun sila, CD? 12 na ba yun?
12.
Okay.
It's half of the 12 candidates na ako na interview. And gani kay ato na baya ko sa CDO again kay na naman tay event nga atong i-cover which
so
ako one of the media partners sa
August 1 pa lang yung next
sa mall sa Centrio.
Centrio, okay. So ano ba, may court din ba ito sila? 5 ba sila katulad dito sa Davao or 3 lang or isa lang?
Probably naamang gusto sila yung mga runners up. 5 gyapon sila sa top 5 and of course to whomever nga sila maka-crown isip Miss Cagayan de Oro 2026. But of course syempre kay lahi-lahi man gud ang festivities murag maglisod tag catch up kay murag magsabay ra baya ang kadayawan og ang
Sige lang.
coronation sa Miss
Ah,
CDO. Oo.
I suggest mag-ano tayo ulit, magpili tayo ng top 5 natin, then tingnan natin ulit, no, ang final results coming
Yes, so we
August,
will
no?
have our take
Oo.
if given nga makumpleto ang ato ang
Mm.
pag-interview, kung dili man tanan the other half,
Yeah,
perhaps
yeah.
at least
Oo.
5 or 4, okay na sa ako kay
Mm.
syempre mga to naman ta sa CDO pohon. But of course, kapaspas rabas sa ato ang oras
Yes,
kay
oo.
human naman
Ang bilis
yun
ng
ang ato
oras
ang
talaga.
purpose. Oo.
Mhm.
But before we go, I would like to, of course, on behalf of yours truly, CD, Carlo Dolier, and AB, Attorney Blue Ventosa, congratulations sa mga bagong graduates.
Ayan,
So,
okay.
and of course, ako nang itimbay, although I don't see a graduation photo of what I know, but I would like to greet the former Pag-asa ng Davao 2024 Fredelman Nova Tinasas Corporal who had graduated sa Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy sa San Pedro College, Davao City. And also, magtimbaya po ta to Ella Suson all the way from Iligan who had graduated na sa iyang kursong Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management sa St. Peter's College of Iligan. Naintriga ko kay marag pare-pareho naman na St. Peter's College of Iligan, napoy St. Peter's College sa Toril, napoy San
Yes.
Pedro College sa Davao.
Oo. Ambot kung lain-lain maging tag-iya na o isa lang tag-iya na.
Lain-lain lang siguro nagtag-iya, depende
Oo.
na well, but
Yes, oo.
anyway.
Congratulations again, no, to the graduates, no? So, do better na. So, yan, maghanap na ng trabaho ngayon.
Yes, oo. And of course, the concurrent diwa ng Davao 2026, Joanna Marie Salado Ubas, congratulations kay she's a graduate of Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies sa Ateneo de Davao
Ayan.
University.
Oo. Yan din ang course ng anak ko na si Red. Oo.
Oh.
Yan, ABISN. That's also my course sa Ateneo de Manila University.
Oo. Pero nga nung ni balhin og career ang si Red, no? Yung
Oo,
nag-pilot
ayan.
naman.
Oo, sige, yun man talaga na yung dream niya. Kasi yung mga commercial pilots, kailangan nila ng college degree para maka-fly ng commercial planes. No? So, hindi pwedeng fly, training, dapat graduate ka rin ng isang college course. Ayun.
Yes. And sa tanan-tanan, no, di na nako maisa-isa ng mga college and universities sa Davao region and Davao City. But still, congratulations. I hope na nakalingkawas na mo sa very heavy deadlines and pressure sa inyong mga exams. But anyway,
Yes.
unta dili ma-pressure nga magpangita sa trabaho nga inyong ma-applyan. And
Sige lang,
although
apply lang. Darating din yan. Oo.
although kung dili man haom sa kurso ang trabaho na inyong makuha, paningkamot ra, bahalag magkinaunsa kay sacrifices, walay daghang consequences na di na ninyo mabalik pa, but still makalingkawas ra mo sa inyohang wish sa inyong mga parents, inyong mga grandparents, unta dili magsupak-supak sa inyong mga amo pag-abot sa panahon.
Yeah.
But of course, we end our episode with a Bible verse from Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Marag relatable raman ni, no? I believe. And
Yes,
and we end our episode by greeting Mabuhay
Mabuhay
o Madayaw. See you again next episode sa ABCD, your Sunday habit.
Amping!
This program is brought to you by Montefrio Garden Resort, your Highland escape. This program is brought to you by Montefrio Garden Resort, your Highland escape.
Ventosa Law Office of Attorney Jose Vicente C. Ventosa III. For appointments, please call 0922 Ventosa or 0922-83-68672. Colors Flower Shop, Rigodon West for wellness, events, sports, and trainings.